This is my audience. Okay. Hello, my name is Jennifer Paratore. This is my historical speech, and I will be reading parts of the speech given by President George W. Bush on September 1st, 2011, after the terrorist attacks. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices, secretaries, business men and women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, huge structures collapsing, have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quiet, unyielding anger. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat, but they have failed. Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shattered steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve. America was targeted for attack because we're the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world, and no one will keep that light from shining. Today, our nation saw evil, the very worst of human nature, and we responded with the best of America, with the daring of our rescue workers, with the caring for strangers and neighbors who came in to give blood and help in any way they could. America and our friends and allies joined with all those who want peace and security in the world, and we stand together to win the war against terrorism. Tonight, I ask for your prayers for all those who grieve, for the children whose worlds have been shattered, for all those sense of safety and security has been threatened. And I pray they will be comforted by a power greater than any of us. Spoken through the ages in Psalm 23, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. This is a day when all Americans from every walk of life unite in our resolve for justice and peace. America has stood down enemies before, and we will do so this time. None of us will ever forget this day. Yet we will go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world. I chose this speech given by President George W. Bush for 3 reasons. 1, for the memories that it brings back to me. 2, for the emotions that I felt. And 3, for the hope that one day America can have this unity again. The memories. I remember when I was 10 years old, walking down the stairs and seeing my parents watching the planes crash into the buildings. I remember watching them cry, and I remember seeing them sob for people that they had never met. I remember going to class and feeling unified as a classroom, that we all felt the despair and anger and sadness from these horrible acts. I remember the feelings and emotions of going throughout the rest of the week. I remember seeing flags everywhere. People waved the American flag from their house. They carried it with them, and we were a united people. I remember the feelings that people had, that they didn't care what their skin color was. They didn't care whether they were straight or gay. They didn't care. All they cared was that we were a united American people. They looked out for one another, and they cared for one another. I chose this speech because I have the hope that one day we can be a united nation again. Right now we're divided, and it makes me sad. And one day I hope that we can be a united nation again, one that looks out for one another, one that cares for one another, regardless of their religion, regardless of their political stance, regardless of their sexual orientation, regardless of who they are. That one day we can be a united people again, and that we can wave our flag and be proud to be Americans and to care for one another. Thank you.